Welcome to the know, I'm Meg Turney, and hold on to your cows, everyone, because it looks like we'll have more DC Comics games coming our way from the makers of Batman Arkham Origins, the prequel to Rocksteady's beloved Arkham games. WB Games Montreal has stealthily added a new tidbit to their website recently, citing 2 new AAA projects in development focused on expanding the DC Comics universe in the interactive space. Of course, that is a lot of marketing jargon packed into one short sentence, but it does give us some tantalizing info to speculate on. We've known for a while that WB Games Montreal is ramping up production. Several years back, they said that they were targeting 300 employees by the end of 2015, which was up from 150 in 2011, and just 4 people in 2010. But what could the 2 new titles be? Well, all we know at the moment, thanks to more job postings back this summer, is that it's another open-world game built in the Unreal 4 engine. Rumors have long been circulating about a Rocksteady-made Superman game that takes place in the same universe as the Arkham games. This old rumor was given new super strength after the release of Arkham Knight, which was packed full of references to the Man of Steel. So while we can't completely rule anything out just yet, it does seem safe to say that WB Games Montreal isn't working on that one. Other exciting properties in DC's utility belt that could translate well to video games would be Wonder Woman and The Flash. Really, of course, anybody in the Justice League as well. More than likely, any future games will capitalize on the movies we know are slated for release through the next millennium, like Wonder Woman and Justice League in 2017, and The Flash, Aquaman, and a solo Batman in 2018. Movie theaters are basically going to turn into superheroes themselves all the way through 2020. I mean, could you guys imagine a Tomb Raider or Arkham-style game starring Wonder Woman journeying through Themyscira to build her powers and get her badass equipment? Or an open-world Flash game that plays sort of like Mirror's Edge on steroids? It could be so cool. Although we could be getting ahead of ourselves here, it's just as possible that WB Games Montreal is merely picking up the same torch they did with Arkham Origins and are taking on the Arkham series now that Rocksteady could be moving on to bluer, more Kryptonian pastures. We know that Warner Brothers registered a ton of domains relating to the greater Arkham series back in 2013, including a number of titles like Arkham Universe, Arkham Legends, and Batman Steam Tech Support. Totally real title. Thanks for that joke, Eddy. Really, it should come as no surprise that we're going to see more gaming projects out of DC Comics, especially as they're moving to build their cinematic universe at a speed that even the Flash would call ridiculous at this point, doing whatever they can to catch up with Marvel's Avengers.
Maybe they'll get tired and go home.
But one area where the gap isn't insurmountable is video games. At the moment, DC handily owns that space with Rocksteady's Arkham games outclassing most of what we've seen from Marvel so far. It really does make you wonder why Marvel hasn't really capitalized on that front, especially in the last few years with the growing popularity of open-world games. So far, we do know about a Telltale Marvel game that's coming out in 2017, but really that's it for major releases. We also had the recent news of the canceled first-person Avengers game, along with some footage showing some of the powers in action, but really, other than that, Marvel just seems to look at video games and think, so far compared to how they're, tackling TV and film like crazy. Part of the problem might be the issue of whether or not new video games tie into Marvel's cinematic universe. We've seen that DC really isn't as concerned about some of that continuity thanks to the Arkham games and some of their TV shows. If that means that they keep getting to make great games for us, then hey, we're all for it. Also, we get to say sentences, so why not? But until we know more, you'll just have to watch Batman and Superman scowl at each other in the new Dawn of Justice teaser. So many scowls. So what do you guys think of the 2 new DC games from WB Games Montreal? And what do you think they might be? What would you like to see? Let us know in the comments down below. For more news on Arkham Universe and comic book games, use your bat fingers to like this video and subscribe to this channel so you can know what we know and be in the know on this show. Or you just couldn't just say things and then it just doesn't work out for me. Just kidding, it does.